who is Heath the human?
You didn't tell me about this question.
I know, that is always a surprising.
It's called 5 aspects: being, mind, heart, body, and sexuality. You need to be able to connect with people and engage with them in ways where you can be authentic yourself, but also be able to hear the other person's authenticity.
It's not only an instinct, it can be something beyond that.
Essentially, we define the whole of being human as wholeness, thresholds of their system that builds resilience over time, very delicately. And that's what happened in the demonstration in the conference today, in the group demonstration.
I wanted you not, keep talking, don't stop, because this is amazing
Okay.
aspect about how we look at others.
Yeah.
The people, even if we are in relationship with, people that in the Enneagram community, as teachers, they have to have this background, the coaches, and everyone else in this Enneagram community.
Yeah.
What I would ask you here, the first part of the neurobiology, where people, they kind of, in a very soft, subtle way, crossing that threshold, is it kind of a neuroplasticity thing that new ideas are introduced, like new actions, little actions or little things, habits that they are trying to start, and this will move the 5 aspects to the, like a wave to the end?
I love how you're bringing it, trying to make sense of this. It's beautiful. It's really
because
nice.
I'm trying to understand from my point of view also, so because I really like what you're saying.
Yeah. It is a complex map.
Okay.
And, there's 5 aspects. Okay, we talked about those. But each aspect has 3 cycles to it. So actually there's 15 points on this map. And there's even more to it than that. But these 3 cycles are blue, red, and purple. And so there's 3, and we talk about the law of 3 a lot in the Enneagram. So this is kind of related to that. The blue and the red are needed to get the purple, right? So when we talk about blue, this is positivity, it's pleasure. That's essentially the blue.
Yeah.
And the blue is, in terms of the being aspect, okay? With the mind aspect, it's our gifts as our type. I call it a path, but most of us are calling it a type.
Gift.
Yeah. So that it's the gifts, our natural gifts of how we are. And it's the ego, but we call it resilience, actually, in our system. And we're in the blue, we're befriending the instincts. We're befriending the personality, the type. We are embracing it, actually, and celebrating it, especially in the being work when we haven't brought in the mind work at all. But that's the first step. And people feel good, of course, because we are helping them be valued and connect to actually what they do naturally.
And accept them the way they are, without any judgment, without any...
Yeah, exactly. Could I do a little experiment?
Yeah, let's go.
Because you mentioned beautifully and tenderly that, can I mention which?
Yes, of
type?
course.
Yeah, type 2.
Yes, I'm leading from 2.
Yes.
Social 2, yeah,
so,
my instinct.
Yeah, the social 2 is so beautiful. I mean, it's has this sort of communal capacity about it, right? It's very mindful of others and the whole group. And so, that kind of loving care toward the social dimension is something that you are naturally oriented toward. You don't have to think about it.
Yes, it's coming.
Yeah.
Like the autopilot.
For me, I would have to push myself to get there. And I'm working on my way to get over to your place in the Enneagram map, slowly but surely. But that's where you're sitting right now. That's very difficult for me to get into.
Yeah.
But you just do it without even thinking.
Natural.
Yeah.
So now what you did from the first aspect of the being, you encouraged and you made the skill that I have, like it's not something I have to be ashamed of.
Exactly.
This is how I got the feeling, because
Boo.
some people, they would think I am showing off, but it's not. I'm telling you both things. So now you caught me in a place where I appreciate and I value more
Yes.
what I'm doing, and I put this into surface from a place where I'm doing it naturally.
Yeah.
So this is how the trick you start with in the being.
Yes, there's. I mean, it's one trick, as
One,
you say.
of course, one
It-
aspect. Yeah,
The training is, it's
much deeper. I know.
The training is a year and a half for more than a year and a half. It's 2.5 years for just the being, just to learn this being, and that's one trick. But there's many tricks, and
I can believe.
you got to know the right time to do every single thing, because if I just would say that and you were in a different state, it would not be landing. But let me ask you, how did it feel when I was making that reflection to you just now?
I felt safe, Heath.
Yeah.
I felt safe in my own skin.
Yeah.
I felt seen,
Yes.
appreciated.
Yes.
I felt at the same time that, because sometimes I stay in a place where enough, you don't have to continue doing this.
It was too much, yeah.
And because it's sometimes also the feedbacks and all of that, improve here, do this. I'm trying, but when you now said this, depending on or leading from my type and my instinct, I felt, wow, I want to go till the end of the word to do that.
Wonderful.
Really, and it was only 2 minutes.
I feel shivers through my body when
Because
you say
I
that.
felt it so deeply inside of me.
Okay.
So the transmitting, force is also.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like this.
Well, I'm delighted, because that's what happens when actually we hit the spot that we really are concerned about. Now, of course, we know that sometimes twos will do things that they really don't want to do in the moment.
Yes.
Okay? We all know that. But that comes later. We work on those things later. But this we take advantage of. We drop in. I wouldn't say any of that stuff. I wouldn't talk about your limits in a session. I would be promoting this, and I would help you embody all of this good feeling that you're just talking about now. And we would take lots of time to embody that, for you to feel the pleasure of you going to the end of the world on your mission to bring love to the people.
Wow.
Yeah? Now that work, the blue work in being, could take a few weeks, a few months, or maybe even a couple years to develop that. This is how starving and thirsty we are to have this part validated.
And this is itself is a trauma healing.
That's right.
I can't believe it, the effect I feel now in my body, in my heart.
Yeah.
And I feel so connected. It's really, I feel like there's a healing process, even if it is slow, but I feel it,
That's
and
right.
it's all about me being valued in what I am doing naturally.
That's right. So there's no effort in this, and you start feeling safe.
Safe,
Right.
yes, the first thing.
Then we can go to the embodiment, right? Now, with the process, when we have enough blue of being, that's when we bring in the Enneagram. Yeah, the person's feeling positive enough. So we bring in the Enneagram, but we have also the 3 cycles in the Enneagram. The mind aspect has 3 cycles also, like I said before.
Yeah.
The first cycle is blue. So we're focusing on the gifts. Again, it's the gifts. We don't bring in the limitations. And we're also starting with the instincts, right?
Yeah.
And so I have rewritten the instincts in a positive light, because that is, as I said before, the juncture or the bridge between the neurobiology to the psychology.
The psychology. Yeah.
And if it's at instinctual level, there is nothing out there written about the instincts that's positive so far.
I agree.
So my first book is coming out. It's 108 Facets, it's called. It'll be available in a couple months. It's just the beginning of the kind of work that we would be presenting initially, based on meaning and image, it's kind of a blue mytho approach to working with all of the different domains of the Enneagram. So we've got the 9 paths, we have the 18 wings, we have the 27 sub-paths, and then we have the 54 signatures. We call them signatures in our methodology. So you add all that up and it's 108 facets.
I love that.
And that's why it's called 108 facets. So we got blue and blue. Blue for being and blue for mind. That's where we begin ultimately. And the red comes in after we have done a very profound, focused work with blue. Then we bring in the red when it's time. And it takes some time for that to happen.
It's amazing, and it's new. Okay, I'm so into. I want you to talk more because I understand more and I feel more.
Yes.
Heath, I'm very thankful that you are here this year with us in the conference.
Thank you very much.
And I know I met you before, but this time, this kind of knowledge and this kind of things that I felt the movement from 2 minutes you were talking to me. This will give also kind of beginning of a new path for everyone.
Beautiful.
That they want really to listen now to podcast Basira Noor. And really, I want also your links. If there is any, I will connect with you to put this under the podcast in the description box.
Yeah.
Because this is my kind of the autopilot that I'm doing naturally. I want everyone, honestly, to somehow start their journey. So if they like what they heard, yalla, let's start. And I will be the first to go through that. But 1 year and a half, and the 2 years to only in the being.
Yeah.
So this is
it's a long process, but it's worth it. You can't. I really, honestly, can't teach a person to do this in a shorter amount of time.
Of course, because it's a journey.
It is.
Yeah.
And all of our programs are built on personal growth first.
Yes.
So it's a 9-month personal being training. Then we move into the professional process. It's 18 months. That's the being training. Then we have the mind training. We call it the Integrative Human Enneagram is our way of the Enneagram. That's what we call it. And that process is the same. It's 9 months of personal training, and then it's 18 months of work with just the Enneagram. But you can't do the Enneagram training with us unless you do the being training.
Of course, I believe so.
It's based on understanding, reading the biology and working at the biological level with people in a very sensitive way. So that's why the whole thing takes so much time.
And I like that because it's, like you said, slow but sure.
Slow but sure,
yes,
absolutely.
Slowly but surely. And this is, I think, the journey that the results are staying because I'm not jumping from a place to a place thinking I did it. This is what we call spiritual bypass.
That's right.
I think so. Thank you.
Absolutely.
And I know we took long, but it really, every single word you said now, it's giving an impact on everyone who will listen. How would you like to end the podcast today?
Well, I'd like to end by just saying, as you said, there's for the sustainability, because the red and we've got the blue and the red cycles, right?
Yes.
When we get to a certain point, after we've done a complete blue cycle work and a complete red cycle work, the work isn't done yet because to bring those together is also work in itself. And that's the purple work.
Yes.
To bring those two together, the blue and the red, that's the purple piece. And it doesn't just happen automatically. There's things that we nourish and contribute to help bring those together in a complementary way. And that happens in all these aspects, as I mentioned before. And one final thing is that we have very easy ways to get connected to the work. So one is the 5 aspects lens that we offer. This used to be called the Wisdom Circle, but we've changed it to the 5 aspects lens. It's free. I do it once every 2 weeks. On Tuesdays. If people are interested, they can come and see on the website. And I guess you'll show the website.
I will join.
Yeah.
I will join.
And you'll join.
Yes, of course, I wanted.
right.
I took all the information from one of my friends, but I didn't get the chance. But
Okay.
after what we
Yeah.
are talking about now,
Super.
definitely I will be one of your
Thank you.
fans.
Okay.
Thank you, Heath,
Delightful.
and very, very, very blessed to have you here. And this is how, guys, you saw everything, you heard. Somebody will be touched from this, and also some people will want it an action. So to take an action, we will leave all the information about Heath, the website, maybe also phone number, or the website and the email.
Yeah, phone number too.
Yeah,
That's fine.
so we will put it under in the description box, and you can connect, communicate with Heath easily and effortlessly. That was Safi Musa, and that's podcast Basira Noor, and we'll see you with the next guest. Thank you.